a world that's constantly changing, love has become something that seems more difficult to understand. We've all heard the phrase, "Love is a battlefield." But how true is it, really? Why does it feel like in today's world, love is harder to grasp, harder to nurture, and even harder to keep? Think about it. Relationships today often feel fleeting, shallow, and filled with uncertainty. We're constantly bombarded with idealized versions of love through social media, movies, and even the opinions of friends. But what happens when we start to look beyond those surface-level portrayals and dive into the true nature of love? At the core of it, love is supposed to be transformative. It's not just about finding someone to pass time with. It's not about feeling good in the moment or seeking validation. Real love is meant to help you grow, to challenge you, and to make you see the world and yourself in new ways. But somewhere along the way, we've lost that understanding. We've turned love into something conditional, transactional, and temporary. We live in an era where modern love is often defined by convenience and instant gratification. Dating apps, for example, make it so easy to swipe right or left, quickly determining who's worthy of our attention. But at what cost? Are we losing the art of truly getting to know someone? Are we sacrificing depth for speed? But it's not just dating apps. The expectations we place on love are also shaped by social media. You see couples posting pictures of their perfect lives, sharing their most intimate moments for the world to see. But here's the thing, perfection isn't real. What we're being sold is an illusion, and we buy into it, believing that love should be effortless, that it should always make us happy, that it should never hurt. But love, in its truest form, is never easy. It's not all smiles and sunshine. It's messy, it's raw, and it challenges us in ways we can't always predict. Have you ever noticed how often people chase after the idea of love instead of the experience of it? It's like we're all so afraid of feeling alone, so terrified of being without someone, that we end up settling for relationships that don't fulfill us. We mistake attachment for love. We mistake familiarity for connection. And before we know it, we find ourselves in relationships that aren't making us better, but instead are keeping us stagnant. Here's something to consider. The problem with modern love isn't necessarily the people involved. It's the way we approach it. We've become conditioned to believe that love should always look a certain way. We expect fireworks, constant passion, and perfection. But these expectations set us up for disappointment. We've forgotten that real love often starts with understanding, not passion. It begins with respect, not admiration. And it grows through effort, not ease. When was the last time you took a step back and asked yourself what love truly means to you? Not based on what you've seen on social media or what your friends have told you, but what it means to you deep down. Real love doesn't demand to be seen or validated by the world. It's not about putting on a show. It's about two people coming together, growing together, and creating something that's theirs, something unique. But let's not sugarcoat it. Love requires work. It requires effort. It requires time. And in today's fast-paced world, we've lost the patience for that. We've lost the ability to give love the space it needs to evolve. We want everything instantly, even love. We want the quick fix, the magic pill that will make everything better without us having to change. The thing is, real love forces us to change. It forces us to confront parts of ourselves that we may not like. parts we may have ignored or buried deep inside. It requires us to grow, to evolve, and to adapt. It challenges our assumptions, our fears, and our weaknesses. And it's precisely because of this that real love is so powerful. It's the thing that pushes us to become the best versions of ourselves, not just for us, but for the other person as well. But if we're always chasing after the ideal version of love, the one we see in movies or on Instagram, we miss out on the kind of love that can actually change our lives. We settle for surface-level connections, shallow attractions, and relationships that don't ask us to be better, to evolve, or to confront the uncomfortable truths about ourselves. So how do we fix this? How do we bring back the depth, the authenticity, and the transformation that love is supposed to bring into our lives? It starts with understanding what love truly is. It's not about the perfect person. It's not about the perfect relationship. It's not about the perfect moments. It's about being present. It's about being vulnerable. It's about accepting someone for who they are, and not for who you want them to be. Real love is about seeing the flaws, the imperfections, and still choosing to stay. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard. It's about letting go of the need for validation and embracing the journey of growth and connection. But we also need to stop comparing our relationships to the ones we see online. Stop looking at other people's lives and thinking theirs is better, that they have it figured out. Because behind every picture-perfect post, there's a real person dealing with their own struggles, their own challenges. We all do, and the sooner we realize that, the sooner we can start living our own love story on our own terms. So let's stop looking for love in all the wrong places. Let's stop chasing the ideal and start embracing the real. Real love isn't about finding someone who completes you. It's about finding someone who challenges you, who grows with you, who helps you become more than you ever thought you could be. It's about creating something together that's built on trust, vulnerability, and authenticity. True love isn't found in perfection. It's found in imperfection, in growth, in the messy, beautiful process of becoming something greater together. So next time you think about love, ask yourself, are you looking for something real, or are you just looking for something that looks good on the outside? Because the truth is, the best love comes when you least expect it, in ways you never thought possible. Love isn't a destination, it's a journey, and if we can shift our mindset, embrace the growth, and let go of perfection, we'll finally understand what love is truly meant to be. As you reflect on your own relationships, whether romantic, familial, or friendships, think about what's truly important. Are you seeking the depth that love requires, or are you settling for what seems easy and convenient? Real love isn't easy, but it's worth every ounce of effort. Love demands vulnerability, honesty, and the willingness to face challenges together. But it also brings an unmatched sense of connection, fulfillment, and growth. Relationships that endure aren't the ones that are free of struggle. They are the ones where both parties are willing to fight for each other, even when things get tough. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the superficial aspects of relationships, being swept up by temporary emotions, seeking instant gratification, or staying in situations that feel comfortable but aren't truly fulfilling. But when we settle for this, we deny ourselves the chance to experience something far more profound. We deny ourselves the ability to truly know and be known, to experience love that grows, changes, and deepens over time. When you let go of the need for perfection or convenience, you make room for something more meaningful. Real love requires time, effort, and the courage to grow together. It asks for patience and understanding when things aren't going smoothly. It's about learning to communicate, to be vulnerable, to support one another's growth. The real question you need to ask yourself is this: are you ready to invest in the kind of love that can transform you? Or are you going to settle for the love that leaves you wanting more? And so, I challenge you, stop settling for less. Let go of the fears, insecurities, or doubts that keep you from embracing the fullness of love. Be courageous enough to put in the work and trust in the process. Because in the end, love that is worth having will challenge you, stretch you, and ultimately give you more than you ever imagined.